Not every revolution comes with thunder. Some begin with a whisper, in the form of an ultra-compact, full-frame camera that breaks every rule in the playbook. That's exactly what Sigma did with the original FP series. Now, rumors are swirling, and insiders are whispering one name, Sigma FPQ, a camera that could once again redefine the boundaries of digital imaging. But what is Sigma really planning? Why is this camera so anticipated? And how could it shake up the hybrid shooter market? In this video, we're going to dive deep into everything you need to know about the upcoming Sigma FPQ. We'll begin by exploring the history and philosophy behind the FP series and how Sigma has built a cult following by doing things differently. Then, we'll walk you through the expected specifications of the FPQ, from a new quad-Bayer sensor, improved dynamic range, and internal RAW recording, to its modular body design, impressive heat management, and expanded lens support. We'll also uncover why Sigma is launching this camera now, how it solves real-world problems faced by hybrid shooters, and what it could mean for professionals and content creators. On top of that, we'll look at Sigma's market strategy, compare it to rivals like the Sony FX3, Canon R5C, and Panasonic S5 II, and explain how the FPQ fits into the evolving world of mirrorless cinema cameras. So, if you're a filmmaker, a photographer, a tech enthusiast, or just someone who loves seeing bold ideas brought to life, you're in for a detailed, well-researched breakdown. From specs to strategy, innovation to storytelling, this video will give you the complete picture. Let's get started. When Sigma released the original FP, it didn't just launch a new camera, it launched a new philosophy. Most brands were chasing size, specs, and sales volume. Sigma chose silence, minimalism, and modular freedom. It wasn't the loudest camera, but it was the most unique. Full frame in a pocket-sized body. Video-centric without shouting about it. The FP series was Sigma's way of saying, we see things differently. And those who truly understood it, indie filmmakers, run-and-gun creators, and hybrid shooters, never looked back. Now, with the FPQ, Sigma seems ready to take that rebellion to the next level. It's not just about size anymore. It's about creating a camera that feels like a blank canvas, compact, powerful, and endlessly adaptable. So why now? Why is Sigma preparing the FPQ in 2025? The answer lies in three words: sensor innovation, market demand, and creative freedom. The rise of hybrid creators, those who shoot both stills and high-end video, is growing fast. But these creators are tired of bulky cinema gear and half-baked hybrids. They want something nimble but professional, something they can travel with, rig up, or run solo. With recent breakthroughs in quad-Bayer sensor tech, AI-driven autofocus, and internal RAW workflows, the time is right for Sigma to launch a successor that blends cinema-grade quality with mirrorless convenience. The FPQ isn't just a follow-up. It's a response to what creators actually need in today's fast-paced world. At the heart of the Sigma FPQ is rumored to be a brand-new full-frame 61MP quad-Bayer sensor, designed not just for resolution, but for versatility. Thanks to quad-Bayer technology, the sensor can perform pixel binning for low-light performance, deliver oversampled 4K and 6K video, and still offer high-resolution stills for commercial work. More importantly, the sensor is likely tuned to handle HDR workflows, support RAW over HDMI, and potentially unlock high-speed readouts for reduced rolling shutter, a common complaint with previous FP models. Whether you're shooting in a dimly lit studio or out in harsh daylight, the sensor adapts. This isn't just megapixels for the sake of it. It's flexibility where it counts. Why is this important? High megapixels mean more detail, allowing photographers to crop images aggressively without losing quality. But this often comes at a cost. Smaller individual pixels can struggle in low light, increasing noise and reducing dynamic range. This is where the quad-Bayer design shines. By combining 4 adjacent pixels when needed, the FPQ could mimic larger pixels, improving low-light performance and noise control dramatically. This sensor flexibility would make the FPQ incredibly versatile, sharp and detailed for bright scenes, but also clean and noise-free for challenging lighting. One of the weakest points of the original FP was autofocus. But with the FPQ, Sigma is rumored to implement AI-powered phase detection autofocus, a first for the series. This new system could include real-time subject tracking, eye detection for humans and animals, and custom tracking zones for video. Why does this matter? Because creators need to trust their gear. When shooting handheld or in fast-moving environments, autofocus isn't a luxury, it's survival. With this upgrade, the FPQ could become a true hybrid competitor, even rivaling Sony's real-time tracking or Canon's dual-pixel AF. If there's one area where Sigma refuses to compromise, it's video. The FPQ is expected to offer 12-bit Cinema DNG and Blackmagic RAW internal recording, with support for ProRes 422HQ and ProRes RAW via external SSD. Expect resolutions up to 6K at 30 frames per second and 4K at 60 frames per second, all in true 10-bit color depth. Frame rates for slow motion might include 120 frames per second at full HD, making the camera suitable for cinematic slow motion and stylized B-roll. With LUT preview support, false color, zebra, and vector scopes, this camera feels more like a modular cinema rig than a traditional mirrorless. Whether you're shooting short films, branded content, music videos, or travel documentaries, the FPQ offers a full cinematic toolkit straight out of the box. Sigma understands that small bodies overheat, but with the FPQ, rumors suggest a new internal heat dispersion system, possibly using graphite layers or a mini vapor chamber, along with firmware-based thermal optimization. This means longer video recordings, even in hot environments, without the need for external cooling fans. And because Sigma believes in customization, the body retains its modular DNA. It's built for flexibility. Rig it with a cage, handle, monitor, or external SSD, or strip it down to the bare minimum for stealth shooting. The body reportedly stays under 500 grams, yet it's made from precision-milled aluminum alloy built for tough environments and daily use. One of the biggest questions is, will the FPQ have in-body image stabilization, IBIS? Early reports suggest Sigma might finally add a 5-axis sensor shift stabilization system, optimized for video and handheld shooting. Why is this important? Because filmmakers are increasingly relying on handheld setups for speed and style. IBIS would give the FPQ a serious edge over its predecessor, making it even more useful for vloggers, run-and-gun DPs, and event shooters. Being part of the L-mount Alliance, the FPQ instantly has access to over 60 native lenses from Sigma, Leica, and Panasonic. That includes everything from wide-angle primes to Cine-style zooms. And because Sigma manufactures some of the best value cinema and art lenses, the FPQ becomes even more attractive to budget-conscious filmmakers. Sigma may also launch new compact primes alongside the FPQ, lenses optimized for size, weight, and performance, creating a truly portable cinema system. The FPQ is expected to feature full-size HDMI, dual USB-C ports, headphone and mic jacks, and possibly even Wi-Fi 6E or Bluetooth 5.2 for remote control and wireless transfer. On top of that, expect support for external SSDs, hot swappable without interrupting the recording. Battery life is reportedly improved by around 30%, thanks to a low-power processor and smarter sleep states. That means up to 2.5 hours of continuous 4K recording, a huge leap forward from the original FP. The FPQ is not a camera for everyone. It's not a beginner's toy or a DSLR replacement. It's for creators who think differently, for filmmakers who want pro features without the bulk, for YouTubers who care about image quality, for travel shooters who can't carry massive rigs, and for commercial photographers who want resolution and flexibility. This is a camera that invites you to build your own system, to tell your story your way. Sigma knows it can't beat Sony or Canon in volume, but it doesn't have to. By focusing on niche users, by offering extreme value, and by staying true to its design philosophy, Sigma wins loyalty, not just sales. The FPQ will likely be priced around $2,000 to $2,400, making it a serious competitor to the Sony FX3 Panasonic S5 II, and Blackmagic Pocket 6K Pro. But where those cameras compromise on size or heat, the FPQ thrives. Sigma is playing a different game and winning in its own lane. The Sigma FPQ isn't just a camera. It's a statement, a continuation of a quiet revolution. If the rumors are true and Sigma delivers on this vision, the FPQ could become one of the most versatile and innovative hybrid cameras of the decade, not by copying trends, but by following its own path. For filmmakers, photographers, and creators who want gear that bends to their vision, not the other way around, the FPQ might just be the tool they've been waiting for.